I don't ask you for anything. And I don't ask you for anything but respect. You
Okay,
don't give me gifts anyway.
would you understand as to why? Do you think there are any reasons as to why he was saying it when he said it to you? Do you think that maybe he was saying it out of him being maybe emotional or something, or do you think that there were some things you are doing that made him, say that to you? Because it's very
Absolutely.
important. I
I
think
feel like I'm very big on accountability, so I feel like when it comes to the things that I was doing, I would be a strong-headed female, getting the job done, not asking for it, taking the trash out. Because it's like, I feel like if I ask once, I shouldn't have to ask again. I should not have to ask again. I get up, take the trash out, boom. I'm getting up, I'm paying all the bills. I'm not asking for no help, and you're still around. How does that make me masculine?
okay, wait. You okay? So okay, this changes the dynamic. You are paying all the bills, all of 100%.
Yes.
So you paid the bills, but okay. Do you guys stay together?
We are not together anymore, but that was just a relationship that ended. So I'm like, I need to not go when it comes to my relationships, I need to not have that type of relationship anymore, because it's like I just need to demand different.
I believe he was saying, okay, this is my own take. Brianna, listen, I will let you know this first off. I am from, this is why, usually it is a British person that is, hosting debates for love. I am essentially just a guest, but they like to have me on because why? They realize that I'm a traditional man. I'm
Of
from
course.
Africa, I'm from Africa. So I intend to explain to people what happens back home for me in terms of how the women are, and how they carry themselves. What I
Okay.
can say and what I can say is, from his point of view, he probably, I'm not in your guys' relationship, so don't kill me, okay?
I'm
What I
not,
can say
I
is
want you to be
that
open with, so I can get a different perspective.
okay, perfect. So what I can say is, probably he was saying this because he wanted some sort of, um maybe it might not be a relationship, but something still there for you, where he's like, okay, I'm open to maybe something continuing. So I'm going to say something that is on my chest to make her realize that, listen, this is what you have to change in order for, if I was to entertain this again, I have to be completely real, because you have already told me that you guys are not together anymore. So as a result, he has to make it clear that, okay, this is what it is. This is what you are being too masculine in that sense. So he's giving you a signal that if you can maybe curb that, action there, he might not um he might be open to entertaining a situation again. But this is just what I'm saying, because for someone to call somebody masculine, men will not just say it like that. A lot of men don't say anything. They just shut their mouths and they just, and they don't say anything, because why? They are not really interested. When a man tells you something like that and he's telling you the truth, it's almost a signal. But again, I'm not completely inside your relationship, so I don't know, whether he's being rude about it. I don't know.
No,
So
no, no. I love your transparency. I do. I do love your transparency. But the thing is, you also gotta hear this out, Mr. African man.
okay,
Um,
no problem.
a lot of African men that I know, I'm from California originally. I live in Houston, but a lot of the African men I know are big on tradition, big on providing. Like they take care of what needs to be taken care of, and the women, they're really grateful. This man was not working, depending all on me, but I feel like it's my problem because I never asked for anything. But I feel like you shouldn't have to ask for, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he just got too comfortable. So how are you gonna sit up here and call me masculine? Well, you're not doing masculine shit. You're not taking the trash out. You're not paying no type of bill. You're just using me. I'm talking about I pay 100%. Really? I don't ask for anything but respect.
Do you think he was saying you are? Do you think he was saying you are masculine because of your actions, or was because of the things you are doing, which was paying bills? Do you think, again, is there some things you are doing are masculine, or
Just paying bills, just doing handling business.
And would you say that you felt that you were able to talk to him in a certain way? Because, like you said, this guy's not paying bills. And for me, anyway, I'll say this. Me, when I hear a man, I talk to my, I talk to my cousins, my nephews, and I tell them, if listen, I am a African man. If you're not doing what you are doing, to me, you are idiot. As a man, a man has to work. That is it. So I don't know of his situation with this guy you are describing, but it sounds as if he's not, to me, he's not being a man. Now, if he's just simply calling you masculine because you are paying bills and so forth, this man to me, it sounds like an idiot. But the main thing is, if there's a certain way you are going about it in terms of, oh, do this or do that, and he is just and it's in a way where it is rude, it doesn't mean that you cannot be masculine while also you are paying bills. It can be the same, it can be these two things can be true. It can be true.
Around. It was not that I was bossing shit around. I'm literally the type of person that I don't even like to repeat myself. I don't like to repeat myself. So if I actually take the trash out and it's still sitting there, I'm about to do it. And I'm using that example to just show forth for everything. Like if I had to ask, okay, I'll do it. And then it gets to the point where I don't ask you for anything.
No, listen, I can understand it. But I would definitely say the fact that you guys are not together anymore, and the fact that you walked away simply because I can only assume he was not pulling his weight. He didn't want to change. It doesn't sound like
I actually was the person who was left, and then later on, like 2 months after and 3 months after, was like, please, begging me to come or whatever. I went with him once, and then I happened to go into his phone and seen that he was planning a whole family with someone else. So I was like, hell no, like I'm not letting. Why would I let you come into my new space, my new home? That's so absurd. You still wouldn't pay no bill.
Okay, wait. And this guy is your father's is the children is the father's of your children? Okay. So would you say that, let me ask you the question. If this guy was to, I don't know, is he working now? Do you know his situation? Is he
I think he's working now, but the last time I talked to him, he was like, oh, can I please come stay with you and just all of that. But I'm just like, no, because I just let him stay with me in my previous apartment. Then he left after I take him to Jamaica to try to work on things.
Okay, no, so listen. If you, I don't know if you know, so usually the person that is here, that is my co-host, or I would say I am his co-host, is Kevin. He's someone that is very British, right? He's a Britico. I call him Britico. That's what we do in Africa. We call him Britico.
Okay.
The way he thinks is different to me. What I would say is, you shouldn't. You said you took him to Jamaica. You took him to Jamaica. You with your own money.
Yeah.
Okay, so personally, you need to stop that there. Because that it sounds as though you are giving this guy, you're not making, he needs to become responsible. Now, you are essentially, you are helping him, behave like what I will call idiots. He doesn't want to, he's realizing that, oh, this one will just pay the bills, pay this, pay for me, pay for this, pay for this. So I will not do anything. So although, yes, I'm looking at him that this guy is not doing the right things, you yourself need to strike that and say, you know what? Because let's be honest with ourselves, right? This person we are looking at that here, this guy we are looking at, he will be giving you, Andrew Tate. Obviously, you know about this guy. He will be giving you the same advice. He will be giving you the same advice. And the funny thing is that even the women on the couch, Brittany now, everybody is saying, me personally, I didn't know her that much until someone showed me this video. I know of Andrew Tate. I don't know this woman here. But people are saying, oh, she's this, she's that. Then I'm hearing that, oh, but she's changing. She's, reinventing herself and so forth.
And I feel like it's a lot of women who sit there and talk down on her, but they be in the same boat. She just happened to be the first woman to get online and be like, hey, I got all these bodies. Like, I was in the Army. That's where I met my son's dad. So it's like, shit, women is out here doing that same stuff. And then here they go want to bash her and talk about it. And then you got Andrew Tate, Mr. Straight to the Point. So I loved that. I loved that video. And I definitely support her change. And 30 is not too late. 30, I'm about to be 26 this year. And I feel like, oh, I'm a single mom. I do feel like kind of a failure. But then again, it's like me holding myself accountable. Like, no, I just been picking the wrong dudes. And then also I have to make changes within myself. I'm talking to this new guy. So it's like I told him, it's like I have to make changes within myself because I've just been attracting the wrong type of guy. It starts with me. I can't just keep blaming you and blaming John and Jimmy. I can't do that. I can't continue to do that. I have to make a change.
The main thing you said there in that paragraph you just said there, I would say the main thing you said there was that you yourself, you felt like a failure. I think many women need to start thinking like yourself, which is start looking in the mirror and not just saying these things, but asking these questions. Why do you yourself feel like you are a failure? Because this is a very important thing you said there. Very important.
Okay, I know I just said that, but it's like not completely because I have good credit. I got a degree, which I don't give a fuck about. I just feel like a degree is purposeless. But I pay my own bills. But I'm just saying, ending up becoming a single mom at 26, 30, like I had dreams. I don't give a fuck what nobody or social media says. Exactly why I'm not on social media right now. Well, I deactivated it. But it's like just being straightforward to feel like a failure is like, damn, who the fuck wants to be a single mom?
Okay, I would not say the way you are. Okay, I will say this basically. You are the fact that everything to me, especially in Africa, people that they get together when they are young.
Yeah.
The women there, they usually have children when they are young. So when I look at that, what you've done is you being hard on yourself. It works for you. The problem which I find myself, Western women, is that they don't want to be hard on themselves, and I won't even say it is them that are causing it. It's the society around them that is causing it.
Yeah.
In Africa, the people that we are around, they don't have social media like that. It is building. I'm not going to lie to you now. It's building, but social media, like this social media that has gone crazy here in the Western world, is not there. It's not so prevalent in Africa over there. So as a result, you can give women, criticism, and they will take it on board, but they'll never say what you said there, which is you feel like a failure. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, because the way you are thinking is what is going to help you, further your situation. Now, if I was to give advice to you now, I would say, and this is why I asked before. I asked, the father of your children, is he working? These are things that because let me be honest with Brianna. This is the guy that is going to be the most effective and the most your best bet, right, in moving forward. And
Who?
the guy that the father of your children. And let me explain it, because I know, of course, I can see the confusion in your face, and it's very, very, and again, I have to say it from a traditional standpoint, from a
and
African
I'm listening to you. Of course, I want to say something, but it's like I'm listening to you. I'm taking it.
Okay. So this is why I'm saying this, right? The father of your children now, obviously, he's the one that is he's in your son's. Sorry, is it a son, daughter?
It's a son.
Son. Okay, he's the one that is in your son's life. From a male standpoint, he's the one that is your son that the most, right?
So currently, I am a full single mother. I just filed for full custody because he told me verbatim, put him on child support. And then when he tried to call to ask to come back, I was like, what the fuck happened? What happened to child support? He was like, oh, I was just playing. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not playing anymore. This is how I'm gonna let you know. And I really was against child support because I don't like legal limits. I really don't like that. And I feel like we shouldn't even have to get to this point. But it's like you don't call, you don't ask about him. But then it's just like when it's time to call, you call from some random number talking about some, let me come grab him. You don't do anything for him. It's like I'm not bashing him because at the end of the day, I feel like no child's mother should be bashing their child's father because you clearly selected this person.
Of course.
But he's not in my child's life. He don't do nothing for him. I pay my child's daycare, diapers, wipes, hospital visits. You get what I'm saying?
I understand that. But if he's working, right? That's what this is what he told you, that he's working now.
According to
what he told you?
A source in his city, he's working, but I have not heard from him nor gotten a dime since I don't know when.
You have personally, you have to, whether you know, the child support thing has to be done. You yourself, as in, you have to say, yes, this is what I want from the situation. I need child support, because end of the day, there's many, you know, channels around that are telling, you know, men not to do this, not to do that, which is understandable, you know, understandable. Don't do it. But this man is putting himself in the end of the day, men are putting themselves in this situation. You know, there can be other people that are saying this, oh, but the women are taking too much, or they want this, want that. At the end of the day, you know, it takes two to tango. So
Yeah.
in your own situation, you have to tell this guy, Mr. Man, start putting some money. I cannot be paying bills, paying this, paying that, because like I said, from my point of view, it doesn't sound like a man to me. He does not sound like a man to me. So you have to tell him, yes, start doing this. But on top of that, I want to go back to, you know, what I was saying before, in terms of him being the most, in terms of a person that can be the most effective man in your life. He is the one that is there. Why? Because it is very clear that this guy could have been a situation where he's in a time in his life where maybe laziness is kicked in, or he doesn't see purpose in it. He needs somebody to be pushing him now. For a man, he shouldn't have to be doing that. But the fact that it's happening now, let's deal with the reality. We can go for if, buts, and maybes. The reality right now is he's not doing the things he needs to be doing, you know. And you,
Right.
because of this type of behavior he's showing, you are like, I need to step away from this nonsense, which is very,
Yes.
very right. But it to me also sounds like you describe yourself. You walked away, he started crying like an idiot. Am I right? Oh, Brianna, Brianna, I want you to come, please let me come back. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. After I moved in a whole new apartment and just got everything back rolling, back steady.
So with all due respect, you are the person that is, you know, pretty much in, I want to say, in charge of the relationship right now. You are the one that is calling the shots. So
It's not
and
necessarily calling the shots, but it's like, I'm paying my car note. You don't have a car. I'm taking
no,
care
but
of.
yeah, so you are calling the shots. Like whatever,
Well, basically, yeah, the
because
breadwinner.
however we want to look at it, we have to look at it as there's somebody that has to take charge in situations. Unfortunately, in the Western world, it is, or just in general, let me turn this Western world, the person that is making the money and, you know, paying the bills, because no, life is not free. Nobody can
Yeah.
be walking around just, oh, let me just do my thing because I'm pretty or because I'm handsome. No, nonsense. Who is paying the bills? Who's taking care of the family? You are the one calling the shots. And it sounds like if what you are saying to me is right, this is what I'm saying. You are calling the shots. So as a result, you tell him this is what the play is going to be. Bam,
Yeah.
I want this. I want that from you. I want that from you, because I'm telling you clearly, this guy is saying these things. He will not say these things to you, Diana. You are masculine. If he didn't want some sort of, okay, I want her to change as well, and you know, if she can change, you know, I want to, you know, be in a situation. But what I'm hearing is you are not doing your own role as a man to be
I'm
telling
saying,
her.
because I was saying, like, how that's the part. That's the reason why I'm looking confused. But then I thank you for understanding that, because I'm like, what the hell do I need to change? What, maybe did I stop dressing up because you don't make me feel some type of way, or what, do I need to stop paying bills so an electricity can go out, and what, we got to sit up here depending on you to get it? I've come from LA, okay? And living in LA was not easy for me. I've moved over 15 times, lived in a homeless shelter. I'd be damn if my kid goes through that.
Of course, I agree.
So that's why I'm like, I just need to go about things different. Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Of course.
This may be real childish, but I guess in the Western world, or like United States, they go about things by zodiac signs. So how do you feel about that?
Listen to me.
He said,
Where within Africa, West Africa, we, in our own culture, we were big, and still are, in fact, we were big on African spirituality.
okay.
But during the times, you know, and development, you know, Western Christianity and so forth has come in now. So we have changed ourselves. So when it comes to things like that, we are ourselves open to it. but the things we hear about zodiac and this, the way it is being presented in the Western world just seems ridiculous. Like they don't, like most people, the way they bring it up and say, "Oh, I am this because I am because I'm a Gemini," is
I am a
absolutely
Gemini.
wow, fantastic. So the way they use it is
So scary.
borderline nonsense. Yes, it's borderline nonsense, to be honest with you, because it's also because I hear people say this a lot. Oh, I don't respect zodiac this, zodiac that, or star signs. I tell people, listen to me. Don't make foolish people and the way they use things that are real, because zodiac signs and things, it is a real thing. The stars in the sky are real. Astronomy, astrology, all of this is real. It's the people that are utilizing it that are saying, "Oh, I'm this, so I'm angry because I'm a Gemini." That's not. Don't look down on things like that because of how
Yeah.
people are using it. We believe that it is a good thing, because the stars in the skies, human beings, the world was created by the one, in the sky, up there, or whatever you want to call. You can call it God. Some people, Allah, whatever. It is created by the one. So these
Right.
things are real. So we believe in it, but it is the utilization of it here is what makes it nonsense. But of course, it's a good thing if you use it wisely. That's
Okay.
what we say. But please, I want to really focus on how you are. I will say this: how you are moving. It is not. It is not wrong. Him calling you masculine, like I said, whether it's true or not, I didn't even get deep into your situation until you said it yourself. But him saying this to you immediately made me realize that I think this guy just wants to work something out with this woman. But the problem is, how can he do this when he's not doing his own manly duties? That is what is messing it up right now. Because what I wanted to ask you before was, if this guy, because I asked you, is he working? And he said, oh, but according to whatever, he's working. Okay, if it is true that he's working, would you consider, even if it's not, oh, let's get back together, would you consider, okay, let's, the first step being you come back into our son's life and we can start looking at that situation first, you being a good father first, then maybe when tick that box, maybe you can now become maybe a good, even if you don't want to say husband, whatever, a good, boyfriend, maybe dating. Because I want to tell you, Brianna, listen, please listen to me. I am older than you. You said you are 20 something. I'm older than you. Far. Eh?
I'm turning 26 in June.
So you are a baby. So I'm older than you. Far. So I'm just trying to give my opinion. I wish Kevin was here. He's more in your age range. I try to give him advice, but the way you guys think as Western young people, I understand it. Me, I'm an African old person. Do what you want with it. I don't really give a bloody damn. But if you want proper advice, I'll give it to you. The guys that you are maybe entertaining and this and that and this and that, they are bloody idiots. Don't go there. Don't step there, Brianna. I'm telling you. You can go there for entertainment, talking, making sure that you are keeping your mind sharp. Use them as a way where you are, sharpening your mind. Okay, this is how this guy's moving. Okay, you know what? This how this guy treats me. The guys you are seeing around that you are talking to, use them to make yourself aware of what value you are. Because the good thing about it is that you are on the good side of your 20s. There's many women now, late 20s, talking about this. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want, not knowing that men, what they want is just a beautiful woman, right? That is obedient. Now, this is for traditional men. I don't know about the Western man. They'll be taking about, I want this, I don't know what the Western men want. But usually when a man grows up and is properly in his, right state of mind, he will tell you, I want a woman that is, beautiful and obedient. You are a beautiful woman. Now he's calling you masculine only because he is himself is projecting. He cannot see. He wants to be what you are. But I don't know what's failing in his life. I don't know what confidence, his issues that he's having. What I don't want you to do now is go around like this. People have been telling me this Brittany Renner. I don't even know. They are saying how she's been running around and she's done this man. She has to, if she's doing it, again, I don't know if it's true. If she's doing these things, I'm sorry, Brittany Renner, you have ruined yourself. You have ruined yourself. No serious man is going to go there and step there. The best thing she could have done, if she knew me as her Uncle Collins, if she was, I would have told her, baby girl, you can talk to this man. Do not give away your prized possessions, which is you becoming sexual with them. This is craziness. You don't do this type of things. So I'm happy that you are saying, oh yeah, you are talking to somebody, keep talking to them. Talk onto your mouth, falls down onto the ground. But do not give these guys anything, because these guys don't want anything from you but one thing, and you know what it is. So you think it to yourself, oh, they're going to take care. Maybe you can take me, and then take care of my son as well, and we can come a family. These guys are for these as much as many channels are saying, oh, women are for the streets, as many men are for the streets. Don't fall into that category. So make sure you see your guy. Okay, my son's father, are you working now? No problem. I'll open the door for you in this sense. Start being a good father. Great. Okay, cool. Okay, are you stable? Are you thinking right? Are you logical? Okay, let me and you, maybe you can start dating. You are the call shotter or shorter caller or short caller. I don't know what the bloody hell you be saying in the Western world. You are the one calling the shot. So you have to think with your brain, please. Beautiful woman, you got a nice place that can see right now. You are paying your bills and whatever. All you now need is for a man to now step in and be the man. But now you have got yourself a guy that has, and he is the man of, and he is the father of your child. You have to make sure you work this out with this guy. I find that a lot of women be making this mistake in the Western world of thinking, okay, I've had this man here, but things didn't work out. Let me step away, throw him in the bin, and me go to another man who is not going to treat, will never treat you as how this man can treat you. Because why? The thing that connects you is you've brought another human being into the world. He himself would want to die for this. He would die for a child. Another crazy man will not do this for you. I guarantee you, Brianna. You go out there looking for some guy to come out, he will never die for your child, ever. He'll just see you guys as, I'll just tolerate this nonsense because of his mother. I'm getting what I need, so I'll just tolerate this little man there. I don't care for him. But your father, your father's child will do it. That is why I'm saying now. He sounded like an idiot to me. So he needs to fix up quickly. But once he does that, you have to use your own brain. That's all I can tell you. That from my own traditional point. But you also have your life and things to live. I don't know the intricacies. I don't know how maybe he's a petty guy. I don't know him. But this is in terms of the bigger picture for you and your children and your legacy. This is what you have to do. But it's up to you. It's up to you. So what do you think about the things I said there? Please be honest. What do you think about the things I've said there to you?
I really appreciated that, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I was meant to hear that. I usually don't listen to people, but I soaked in everything you said. But I feel like it's not even because but contradicts things. I just feel like, I at one point I did love this guy, although in order for I'm all for him being in his child's life. I cannot raise a boy. Like my son just got put out of daycare the other day for socking a kid in the mouth. I can't there's some things I cannot teach a boy.
Of course.
So he needs his father. I'm all for that. Get your stuff together. Yeah, you can be in your son's life. Now, when it comes to me, it's just I'm very forgiving, but I feel like let's just be realistic here. How are you gonna sit up here and say you left because you feel less of a man, or because I was cheating? Because you said that I was when I wasn't, because that's what you wanted to do. I feel like once we are able to be realistic, then maybe what you're saying I can consider. And also, I don't know, I just feel like I've been called way too many bitches. While I was pregnant, I found out he was with someone. Coming to find out a couple of months ago, when I went through his phone, that's the one he was planning a family with. It's just a lot, I'm just saying. But if we could be realistic, I'm saying, everything is forgiven. We only live one life, and God says forgive, you know what I'm saying, and love as God loves. So, and also today's prayer on the Bible app is don't dwell on the past. So shit, I'm willing to let go as long as we're able to be realistic. Cause I don't know, women can, as I said, I'm not on social media right now. I deactivated it, but usually I am at Bree 2 times if you happen to see this. But I don't know. I want a regular life. I'm okay with submitting to a guy. What woman wants to sit up here? Women can talk all day about let that man go and woo woo woo, but really they want to be with somebody. But one thing I won't do is settle. I'm sitting up here laying next to a man that's thinking about somebody else, or letting me pay all the bills, and you ain't put in nothing, not even the Wi-Fi bill. I'd understand the Wi-Fi. That's what we watch TV on. You're not paying nothing. I
if
can't.
this guy, okay, so if this guy Brianna, if you, because you said he was what, he was stepping out, he was what, he was maybe
Mhm.
seeing other, it was with other women.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one thing that's, again, I've told my, because this is the things, my nephews and so forth, men, I try to speak to men a lot, and they tell me about this Andrew Tate guy, they follow him and things like that. And yes, they want to, if they have this type of lifestyle and they make this type of money, they want to be able to have multiple women. I tell them, listen, that is your own business. What I will say to you is this: if you are a broke man, if you cannot, if you cannot pay bills, you have no way of thinking, of trying. Even if you think that way, I will slap you back into reality. Do not be saying that you can, I want to have multiple women when you are broke. Are you bloody stupid? Many men are running around saying that, and I tell, listen, I don't listen. This Andrew Tate guy, and I will telling him, people, I have multiple women. Congratulations for you, guy. You have done what you have to do. People respect you. The women that you are with, they realize that you can pay the bills. The bills have to be paid in this life. That is the most important thing people have to realize. Bills have to be paid.
For
This is what
sure.
I do. I pay bills. I have to work. I've been working 40 plus years. Nobody will ever be telling me that I did not. I don't take care of my own. I don't take care of my own people. In Western world and over there in Africa, I take care of my people. I'm building land. I'm building this, building that. I take care. I realize from a young age that I have to pay bills. So as a result, when these young people are running around saying that, oh, I want to have this woman, that woman, fantastic. Can you pay for them? That is it. If you can pay
Right.
for them, do what you want. So
Dude,
if this guy could pay bills for you, would you be able to? And it is not just him paying bills; he's
I
taking
feel
care.
like it's not just paying bills though, because it's like I don't believe. I'm not gonna say I don't believe in that. The guy should pay all the bills thing. I was just talking to my friend about that. She makes her husband pay all the bills. I'm okay with going 50-50. I mean, I don't, and call me stupid. I'm okay with going 50-50, but like it's also a respect factor too. I get it. We're humans. Our spirit is going to one day have to transcend. Our bodies, somebody gonna cheat. Come on now. As people
Of
that's
course.
been together 80 years, somebody is bound
Yes.
to do it. Not saying that I'll settle for it, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't let me find out. Like, let's just have a happy home. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, pay a bill. Like, it'll be less arguments. Majority of the arguments, according to my research, breakups and all that have to be from social media and money. Everything is money driven, and it pisses me off. If
No,
you
but
don't
no,
got
no,
all this money, you don't got a certain type of status.
but
Like,
Brianna, the reason why you are saying, and I heard this a lot from many people as well, including the women in my life, not only my mother, but daughters and nephew and so forth. They always say this. They all, and I hear it all the time, all the time. They always say that they hate that everything's about money. They say this, and I have to ask them, which I ask them. So I'll ask you the question as well. Why does it annoy you that everything's about money?
it annoys me that everything is about money because money basically dictates your status. Money does. It basically dictates your status. Like just because a guy doesn't make a certain type of money doesn't mean that he's a bad guy or a female. She could be working at McDonald's. That doesn't mean she's a bad female. She could have all these qualities. You get what I'm saying? I don't work at McDonald's personally. I'm in the medical field, but not knocking nobody at work at McDonald's. I'm just saying. Or a guy. It doesn't make like my child's father a bad guy, for an example, because but then again, it's like if you don't got that money, this world will eat you alive if you're not putting in your work. But that, that shouldn't annoy me, but then it's like, it's a it's a 50-50 thing. Because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, then you can't get mad at the world for shunning you off.
I'll
You're
be
supposed to
honest.
work with what you got. But
The
it's just
reason
like, damn, like if you're not doing, it's not just money, but I'll just classify it as money. If you're not doing so and so, you're portrayed to be not up to par in life, or just in everybody's standards. And it's like, damn, I just want to be okay in my standards and somebody accept it.
the reason why I had to ask that question is because you know How I've seen it is this. I will describe Africa for you, right? The men there in Africa, all they know is working. Now, I use money as an example because in this day and age, money is the way we use to transact,
Of
the way
course.
we use to exchange things. Back in the day, especially in I don't Western world, they do it as well, have farming and so forth. But in Africa, things were very family oriented. So as a result, the men would have, there'll be farmers, they'll have their own cow, chickens, so forth. We didn't use money. We were using these, you can call them assets. Eh?
I said possessions or assets.
Yes, yes. Where this is what we use to exchange. Oh, I want beef. Oh, you want the beef? Okay, I got cow, no problem. Okay, I want chicken. We just exchange. Here's 5 chickens for 1 cow. Fantastic. So that in itself is money. These things are money, because why? It's helping you get things you want in your life, right? It's a form of money, but it's just their livestock, right? Or their assets, or whatever the case may be. So these things are so important for us to be able to live. If we look at it from the basic level, this is what we need to live. Now, in this day and age, there's so many, ways now people are living, or maybe need a house and this. So people are now overlooking the basic foundations, which is we need assets, we need possessions to provide whatever the case may be. So in Africa, women understand this, and that is why a lot of the time when they hear things about, oh, maybe a guy is doing this, I hear it now from this guy here as well. He's always saying it. Oh, men cheating is an okay thing. Me personally, in Africa, we don't roll like that. You cannot cheat. You can't, and we don't call it cheating. It's very simple. If you want multiple women, go and marry them. What is this nonsense here? The only thing about Western world I don't like this is that they make it illegal. That is why it's not a
Look
having,
that.
yes, having multiple wives is not a normal thing. They don't allow it here. But this is what is messing up everything, because
Right.
they want to control people and say you cannot do this. But if this woman and this woman, wants to be with this guy because he provides for them, can take care of their children, why will you stop it? Personally, it's because I believe they want to just cause confusion, and they
Yeah.
want many women single to running around doing nonsense. It's all a rules and a plan where if you can have most of them there, they don't have men, whatever. They're just doing nonsense. They will essentially go crazy because women will sit there, and women think a lot. They overthink. They be thinking until they go and mess up somewhere. This is what they want. Whereas if they allowed for in the Western world, listen, this woman here and this woman here, they have realized that this is the man they want. He can provide for them. He's got the money to be able to, okay, I'll get you this house here, but it doesn't happen in Western. In Africa, it is very, very normal, prevalent there. But the man will have to say, I want this woman, and have to take care of her. Not when they're having, oh, I have one woman, but I have 6 on the side. This is what they did in the Western world. Men will be saying, I want 6 on the side, but I have my own one woman. That is not going to work there as well. You can do it, but the women that are doing that to me are stupid women that are just accepting of being 5th and 6th. No, have 2, maybe maximum 3 there, and take care of them. That is life there. But
Yeah.
everybody's greedy here. Greed is killing people. Killing people.
It is.
So, this is why I'm just asking in terms of if your guy was able to do it in order in
You
terms
say
of
do it, you cheat.
providing, no, not that one. I'm saying if your guy was able to do it in terms of working and be able to provide for you, I'm saying from that standpoint there, because right now he's not providing, right? He's not
Shit.
paying
Listen
bills.
here. You work, you provide, and then I'm already a giver. I'm already a natural giver. I cook, clean, motherly. I will bow down to you. What? I
This
will what?
this is easier said than done. It's not the way you are
I've
saying.
never had that before. So shit, I can't it is easier said than done because it's like we went like you literally just said greed. It's like, okay, you see somebody doing that, then it's like, damn, what else would they do? It's people who
Of
get
course,
like that.
of course.
But I've never had that before. And like I said, what I said in the beginning of this conversation, how like, damn, I feel like kind of a failure. Like I'm a single mom, 20,
Mm.
26, about to be 30. But like I've never had that. And like I said, and I pray for that. And my vision boards and stuff. Let a man do that. I swear. Like I will check myself. go check myself. Like, bitch, get it. You see what you got? Be grateful. Then again, I was just doing that with somebody. Mind you, I was not their wife. I was the one paying bills though. Hella submissive, never stepped out. And guess what? Done wrong. My phone's broken. 2021 was craziest year. About 2022 actually was craziest year of my life. April. I'm arguing at this man for not paying bills. He's calling me all types of bitches. Breaks two of my iPhones. Takes my laptop, and I get sent to jail for 3 days because I'm being the aggressor, and it can show on the camera as well. That's why it was no charge. So of course the female is tripping. I'm all for accountability. Let's stand up for it, but just be real. Be for real. That's all I'm asking.
Has he ever been violent to you? Has he ever, put his hands on you, anything like that?
Mm-hmm. He went through my phone one time and seeing that I told another man that I was proud of the man that he became, and then choked me the hell out. And then in February, when he asked me, can he move into my apartment? I was living in Dallas at the time. He moved in, and then he's breaking down, crying, talking about some, are you sure you never cheated? I said, no, I talked to that one dude. He told me he was just with somebody. So then I said, that's why you almost choked the hell out of me. Because you was with someone.
Yes.
And you was blaming me this whole time, and then was so mad at me. So from February to July, he lived with me. And then in April, I went home to California to a wedding, to my auntie's wedding. I come back, I see a 4-page letter talking about I think we should just co-parent. So I'm like, what? You already know I got these tickets to Jamaica. Like, what? I feel like I shouldn't have said that because it was like, that's the only reason why he stayed. Because as soon as we got back, he left. He caught the he asked me, can you drop me off at the Greyhound? I dropped him off at the Greyhound.
Brianna, I don't know if you can hear me. You've cut off. You've cut off. I will just let us just play this. Sorry, guys. Brianna has cut off for now. We'll just keep Andrew Tate talking. Andrew, can you please hold it down for the team? Thank you.
There is not a single man.
Hello?
Okay, you're back. Okay, fantastic.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no problem. Andrew was holding it down. So you're talking about how he wrote you a 4-page dissertation.
Yeah, he wrote me a 4-page letter, and then I knew that basically after I said that, he just was like, I made a comment. I was like, damn, I just bought these tickets to Jamaica, and I shouldn't have said that because I feel like that's the only reason why he stayed. Because soon as we got back from Jamaica, we went from July 14th to like the 21st or the 20th. Soon as we got back, he asked me, he was like, yo, can you drop me off at the Greyhound on July 21st? I'm leaving. And I was just like, what? What the fuck? I dropped him off. We're the same age. Well, I'm 6 months older than him, so he's about to turn 25.
Okay. This is very important to know. Okay, as you are saying.
And that's pretty much. Oh yeah. So then I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna move back to California. I moved back to California with my family, just trying to see if I wanted to live there, but I didn't want to live check to check. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just moved back to Houston. But while I was there, I seen him, we did. And that's when I went in his phone and I seen that he was texting the same female that he was with when I was pregnant. And I was just hurt. I was so hurt. And I was like, fuck this. I'm driving away. I'm never talking to you again. And then on my son's birthday, November 5th, that's when he was like, oh, can I please come back? Please. And I was just like, no. But then he asked me this one time. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to go pick him up. But I didn't tell him that. And then he called me and he was like, oh, can you come up? And then I said, no, not at that time. And he told me, see me in my casket, bitch. And I was just like, okay, this is it. This is it. I'm not doing this. You want to play suicidal? So since we were both in the Army, I called the veteran suicide hotline. Like, yo, this motherfucker, boop, boop, just in case if he do, I don't want a body on my hands. So that's what happened. Ever since then, it's just been cool. I just been focusing on myself. I start school next week and I'm talking to someone new and I pray that we work. But if we don't,
Yes, okay. This new person, because first of all, I didn't even know I was. It's important for me to even know the age of the guy. I just assumed because women usually just with guys that are older than them, maybe whatever the case may be. But this
Mhm.
guy is pretty much you guys are like the same age, basically.
Yeah.
So the way this guy, he just he definitely sounds like he's just still young. That is it. You are more clearly more mature than him, and what has helped you in that sense is that there's a child involved, so to
Mhm.
yourself you cannot be running around and so forth. This guy is clearly not first of he's not in the right mind frame, right, to be ready, even though he should, because he's got a responsibility on his hands there that he needs to take care of, whether he likes it or not. As a man, you have put yourself in a situation, deal with it. But this is where you hear that men don't get held, their feet are not held to the fire. In this sense, this guy, I mean, it will be important to hear his own story, but the things that you have put forth to me, definitely not only is he young and maybe lazy, but he's definitely not mature enough to be in a serious situation, because this and the thing I'm hearing,
Yeah.
this is nonsense. It's very much nonsense. This guy
Yeah.
you're talking to, new guy, is he what is the situation? Is he older than you? Is he working?
Oh
What?
yeah, I'm a guy that's older than me now. At first I wasn't because I was just like, I don't know, because but then I feel like I should just go with someone who has more experience. I think I messed up when I told the guy, I was like, I don't care about money. I just want to be respected. I'm not gonna tell
Yeah,
nobody that moving forward.
yeah,
I
no, no,
just,
don't do it, because men will.
so,
Have you said, sorry, Brian? Have you said this to your father's children? Have you said this to him before?
said what?
Have you said, maybe in a, like in a, maybe when you guys are in a heated type of situation, or not even a bad heat, maybe, in the process of, having fun, whatever the case may be, and you are now telling him, oh, I love you so much. No, no, I don't even care about the money. Have you mistakenly said these words to him maybe before?
I I have told this man this, and I have shown this man this. I literally, oh, I forgot to mention, thank God told blocked me and put a stop on me, because I was about to co-sign a car for $6,000 for him. And
Never.
then when you go to, you find out exactly how much somebody makes.
Mhm.
So once hearing, oh, you making over a couple thousand, yeah, this where I'm finna be at. So I really messed up by letting him know my hand, showing him the cards that I had in my hand, and
Yes.
also just tolerating it.
I'm telling you, listen. You sound like a reasonable woman. Everybody has a crazy side. So as of now, you are putting your best foot forward right now. You are behaving yourself. I don't know how you are, off camera. But
Right now, right now I'm behaving myself, but like I told you, I literally, and I regret it. I'm not gonna say I regret it, because I did what I did. My hands
yeah,
on him, and I got really disrespectful after he broke my stuff, and then of course I got sent away. But I definitely won't put myself in that situation again, because having my child see me go away has to be the worst thing ever.
yeah,
But you live and you learn. But I know for sure I don't want to be like. I understand people argue, but let a man call me a B, out of there.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that. I need some money. I need this. I will get it for you. But like my son's father, like I would never get with a man who asks me to buy my cigarettes every week. Do you know how much cigarettes cost?
You in terms of your son's father there, again, like I've said, make sure you keep that door open, because he's somebody that no other man can love. No other man can love your son the way he can. That is that simple. That's why, whether you like it or not, you should always keep that open there, in terms of, if there was a possibility of a man being in your life again,
So
it has to be number
I
one.
ask you, please give me some advice on this. How do I how do I approach it? Like, Cause I actually was gonna call him next week because it's his birthday, but I just didn't want him like blowing up my cell phone, being like, oh, so how would you say I should approach it?
Approach the conversation of what? Of maybe him coming back to his son's life, or him and you guys together? Which one?
Definitely not us together,
Okay.
but him being in his son's life. Cause
Is
I
it
have his
is it
number blocked. Now.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's a very well, is from a this is from a man's perspective, a man perspective. To me, it's a very easy way of approaching it. Basically, like I said, I asked you before, is it working? You need to confirm this. These are things you should not even be thinking about. But because the way your situation is, set up now, you have to now ask this question and make it clear, 100%. Are you working? Where is the papers? Take a photo and send it to me so I can see you are working. Because that's now you cannot be bringing this guy in when he's not providing anything. Unfortunately, the world we live in, whether people like it or not, it is money based, it is possession based, it is asset based. We need things coming in. I can't function if I know that I cannot pay my bill tomorrow. I will not sleep. I'll go out there and get something. I have to. So
Yeah.
as a result, you have to find out, is this guy working first? Because if he's working now, you now say, okay, fantastic. The fact you are working, I want you to be coming and seeing this guy, and you can plan it like that. I want you to come and pick him up, every other this and that, every other day, whatever. That is how you should
Right.
approach it there. But it needs to be approached on the terms of, are you working? Because he needs to be stable. That is the main thing.
The
What I
thing,
want, what you don't want is for him to be saying, "Oh, it's possible. Yes, yes, I want to do it," but the idiot is not working, and you are then again spending money on him
that's the
again. Oh yeah, yeah.
he sent the last message he sent, and I literally was like, "Fuck this, I'm blocking because I don't got time for no in and outs right now." Literally was like, "Hey, let me know when I could grab him." First of all, you have not called and asked about him at all. Like literally, it's been like 2 whole months, and two, I'd want my kid. The only reason why I'm going through with this question is because I want my kid to get back home safely, to and from safely. It's too much stuff going on where kids is dying and stuff like that. Not wishing that upon my kid, but just being realistic.
Of
I
course.
want you to make sure you got a vehicle in your name or something. How you gonna sit here and ask me, can you drive halfway to pick up my son? You have not attempted to come see him. I stay 6 hours away. And then where's my son gonna lay his head at? I get it. You over there dealing with all these women and staying at all these trap houses. Where's my son gonna lay his head at? Because where he lives with me, he has his own room. He has his own bed. And he has a speech delay. So I can't fucking know if something happened to my kid.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? I'm just being realistic here. Let's
No,
once we put
it's
away
fair.
the facades
Mm.
and we realistic, then
No, he has to. That is my advice there. You have to make sure he confirms to you that he's working before you even attempt to go there. Because women might not lie. Why I don't care. I've lived my life. I've been able to soak up so much wisdom from people older than me, and not only that, from me just experiencing going in life, getting destroyed many times, having to come back up again. So I'm just giving. I see the women right now that are older, that 40s, 50s, that cannot give you women advice. I despise these women. They are disgusting, disgraceful human beings. So selfish. You need to be giving you these older women that are 40s, 50s, that cannot give you young women advice on how to move. What are they doing in life? What is your purpose in life if you cannot give women like yourself, young women, advice? So it's very important for me to let you know that, listen to me. Things have to be paid. Everybody needs to know their role and make sure that in this world nothing is free. You can't be walking around and just money falling out of the sky. Things have to be paid, which means everybody has to know their role in order for it to happen. He needs to know his role, that his role is the provide. I need to bring in money any way, shape, or form. I will not advise crime, but when you bring in a child into this world, you have to get it whatever. I don't give a bloody damn. I am a man. I have to do many things. So I expect it from another man. As much as people want to say women, I fought women many times when they do wrong. I tell women the most things I find in Western women is that they're not people don't hold their feet to the fire. They allow them to do this. Oh, I want child support. I want this. I don't want I want a guy that is this status, but me, I'm not improving myself. I always hold women's feet to the fire. But the same thing has to be done for the men when they're not doing right. Whether he likes it or not,
the
he
same
has
thing.
to.
I have what 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 4 sets of income. What are you doing wrong? We have the same 24 hours in a day. I'm not rich. I don't have $100,000, but guess what? I have a home. I have a vehicle. I wrote 2 books on Amazon. The fuck? It's so much ways to get money. I know people ain't cooking crack no more, but get in there. You know what I'm saying? It's so many ways.
You have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do.
You
And that is what I
gotta do.
just slowly tell him, listen, I need you to show me the evidence that you are working. Fantastic. And when I can see that now, then I can, I can open the door of you being in your son's life. Because it's not like we are saying, oh, you are using your son as a pawn or something. No, not that. Everybody just knows that in order for things to work, a man has to provide. So if you're going to come into your son's life, you have to provide for your son. It's not just the money, but the money is the foundation. Are you crazy? People want to tell you, oh no, it's not everything. It's not about money. It's about it's about having a financial foundation. So he needs to bring that in, and then when he's now got the financial foundation, whether people like it or not, financial foundation. When he's got that, then he can now be showing the love, the affection. But it has to come from a financial foundation. So get that from him, then tell him to come. Okay, now come. See how he's been with your son and so forth. But
okay, so I'm so not used to asking about the money and the income. Like,
no, Brianna, no. So you have to understand this. What you are saying there, what you just said there specifically, is nonsense, because now you are you are not being what you have to for somebody you have brought somebody into this world. Yes. Is your son just sitting there? He doesn't know anything. So for you to be saying, I'm not used to no, you have to tell him, listen, I have been the short collar in the relationship for too long now. So now in this instance, I don't want to tell you. You have been calling me masculine. I want to be my feminine, but you are not moving right. So as a result, this is what we need. What the hell is your income? Let me know. Then we can move forward. Because I'm telling you from a situation of, if I was in the situation being the man, I'll be telling this woman what she has to be doing, which is, what's your situation right now? Are you with multiple men right now? Because if you are with multiple men, you cannot see my child. It's not possible.
No,
you're not in the right mind frame.
I swear, it's not even with. I literally just started texting someone. Like, it's not even like that's it.
No. I'm not saying from your. I'm saying if we flip the script and I was the one that had a child and I had a woman with me, right? I would have to know what her life is about before I bring her into my son's life. Does that make sense? So I'm telling you the female equivalent, which is the man has to have money. From my male equivalent, the woman cannot be running around on these streets having many men. I don't need that to have money as a woman, if you understand me. I don't need her to have. I need her to have her good head on her shoulders, knowing that she cannot be running around telling me she's dating Stephen, Brian, and Nikki. So she's a lesbian as well. I need a woman that her head is straight on. So for you, what you need is for a man, whether you don't care if he's sleeping around, that is not your business. Your business is, where is the money, my guy? I'm just telling you, it's how it is. Very just straightforward. This is how it is. I have to be blunt. Many people want to beat around the bush. Oh, but what about this? What about the love? What about attention? What about respect? Men and women, they have roles, whether you like it or not. Come to Africa and come talk this nonsense here. People will be telling you what it is. No. The man has to bring where the blood is the money. Show me the bloody money. Where's your bank account? Are you crazy? And for the man, you go to the woman. Where is your head at? Are you dating around? Are you this and that? Because you cannot bring this to into a child's life. This is what I have to tell them. Ask him for that, and then when you get that answer there, you can move forward from there. I personally, again, I will say it again, whether you listen or not, it's your business. I'm just saying it from an old man's point of view, traditional old man from Africa. This is where you are from as well. If you don't know your roots deep down. is from Africa yourself, Brianna. So you know you're an African queen. So just listen where.
Right.
This guy here, whether you don't like him or not, I'm happy that you have now told me his age. Is giving me clarity of what the hell is going on in this young man's brain. This guy is a young whippersnapper running around, slinging this thing around. That is what you need to understand. And you have to accept it. You are the one that went with a guy. Unfortunately, you didn't know at the time. The guy is your age. This is why they say in Africa, whether people like it or not, when a woman becomes of age 18, she can date a man, whatever the weather. Doesn't matter if he's 40, 50, it doesn't matter. She needs a senior she will respect. I don't believe you respect this guy enough. You don't. And it tells, because end of the day, how can you even respecting someone? What I find a lot about women is that there will be questioning men that are their age. A woman that is 25 will be questioning another man that is 25, because why? She, in her mind, we are the same age. We have basically have lived the same life. We have gone through the same experience. So as a result, what can you tell me? This is why it's very important for the woman to be younger in age, whether people like this or not. I don't give a damn. I'm saying it how it is in Africa and why things usually work. Why marriages, relationships in Africa usually work. This is why. A man is older than the woman most of the time. It's almost impossible you find this in Africa where the woman is older than older than man, or even same age. In fact, you don't find that type of things there, because they know to themselves, for a woman to just respect a man just simply, if he has not got money, the next thing is looking at his age, and that is about numbers. When people tell me, oh, it doesn't matter about the money, I don't care about numbers. No, you have to care about it. The man has to be older than you for you to even have a semblance of respect for him. You are 18, he's 25, it's most likely going to work. Why? Because you are going to see him as your senior, as the leader, and you're going to respect him, and things just work out. So in your instance, it's just that this guy is just too young. You and him now have to grow up. You have to do your own things. You have to, make sure that the guys you are with there, they know that you are not a mess around girl. You are not here for just fun times. Yes, you want to laugh and and so forth, but you cannot. You don't even have the time to. You have a human being sitting there, hoping mommy is still paying bills. I don't have time for this man telling me that. Oh, but I want to. No, it's Mr. Guy. What are you providing? Don't say it like that, but just you slowly get into it. If you talk to somebody, yeah, okay, fantastic. Be the feminine, be the woman, laugh at his jokes, all this nonsense that you need to build, to build that, romanticism, whatever the case. But when the time comes, Rihanna, you have to be asking men, or insinuating, even if you don't want to ask it straight away. You have to insinuate it, because the men will know that okay, this one she has brain on there. If you don't, and you're just there, just saying, oh, I don't mind, I don't really care about money, and that, he already will know, okay, this one, no problem. I will use you when the time comes. Foolish. I'm telling you what a man think. I don't care if you guys don't take it. Tell me what it is. He would say, oh, she said you don't care about the money. Fantastic. In year 2, I will use this one up. Because she hasn't got a brain to realize that the world operates on money. What are you talking about? Okay, this one is still young. Fantastic. Don't ever tell a man things. So when you tell me, you are telling me because you have to tell Uncle Collins, so I can advise you. Don't be saying this in these guys. They will know what to do with you.
In the beginning of this conversation, you stated that a woman should have something and obedience. So what do you mean by obedience?
Basically, you cannot be going back and forth to your man, arguing. And I have to add that there, if he's a man that is showing you that he's a provider, he's serious, all these things there, you need to be a woman that when he says stuff, you listen. Many people take obedience as, oh, I'm just going to, anything he says, I'm going to act like a child and go and sit in the corner, because no, that is not what we are saying there. Obedience is, unfortunately, what women don't know is that men, let me speak from me, myself. I can easily fall for a woman that listens to me. Very easily. You don't even understand what it does inside men, the bubbling in that. We are just, oh my gosh, I want to just kill for this woman because she's listening. It's like, wow, oh my gosh, she's listening to me. She's saying yes. Anytime she wants to do stuff, she's just being cute. She's saying stuff like, oh, thank you. Just small things like that. Is you are submitting to the man. He likes the obedience, whether you know it or not. That's why I've said it. I will keep on saying it. A man needs to be older than a woman. Because when is that not the, imagine me telling a woman that is 30, oh, go and be obedient to a guy you're dating that is 22. She'll be like, are you crazy? She'll look at me like I'm crazy. And I'll say, no, woman, you are the crazy one. You went for a man that is 8 years young. Are you stupid? Now you are struggling with obedience. You are struggling with submission. Date a guy that's older than you so you can automatically respect him. So that obedience there, that's what I mean there. Be submissive, listen. When he says stuff, you can ask. Don't be saying, wait, but what do you mean? No, that's not what you say. You say, oh, darling, how about we do it like this? Or are you thinking in this way? And if he says no, no problem. Don't give him the headache, but it needs to be a guy that is a provider. Don't be doing it for some willy-nilly motherfucker idiots out in this world. Many people be doing, women will be getting with these men that are not worth anything at all. You'll just be there, just, and then he's there disrespecting you, and you are wondering why. So this is what I mean by obedience. And if you are doing that slowly but surely, he's going to realize to himself, even if he's out there doing nonsense. What people don't realize as well, I always try to tell them is, let other people make you look good. What I mean by that is, if you are with a person, man or woman, doesn't matter. When with a person, you are doing them well, doing them good. People hate when I gave them my all. I was a good person. I did this, and then they went there and they done something and they hurt me and they broke my heart and so forth. I tell them, don't make this stuff mess with your brain. What you need to do is let this person go and do this nonsense. When you are a well put together human being, other people, idiots out there, will make you look good, because the man or the woman will be dealing with these idiots and realize, oh my gosh, Brianna didn't do that. These people are promoting you automatically. You are there just sitting in your house, being a good person. He is now going into the streets, testing Brittany, testing Samantha, and they are sour. So when souring, this is a disgusting taste. He will automatically they are improving your CV. So when people be screaming about, people are this, and just if you find a person you want to be with and they are still doing nonsense, whether they're out there, make sure that you just remain the focused person you are, good head on your shoulders, because when they go out there, other people promote you for this person. So that is just, I try to advise people, don't make the world change you. Always make sure that goodness is still in you. Don't make the world paint your heart black, because when you become them, he will now see you just like Samantha and whatever, and he'll just put you in that box of, you are also another idiot. I'll just because Samantha is the same, Brittany is the same, Brianna is the same, they're all the same. Don't let the world change you. So that's what I would say on that one. Any other questions, my darling?
I would just say my final question, because I feel like I could talk to you all day. I don't really listen to people, but I'm really listening. So just advice on moving forward. Your final advice for me moving forward.
My final advice for you moving forward is, you said that you are talking to somebody, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this person, you need to, unfortunately, women don't like this, but I tell them because, it's things that I've seen from my own eyes, from my friends that are there. They be telling me that, oh, this woman is acting like this. Women don't even know that they are canceling themselves. They just be acting, not realizing they're canceling themselves in this guy's eyes. When they're doing things, the guy will come back to me saying, oh, she done this, she done that. And I feel sorry for them. So it's very simple. Women need to, especially you, I'll give you this advice, but it's for women as well. But because you are now, you're talking to somebody, that is fine. Make sure that when you are dealing in with the opposite sex and you are out there in the dating world, you have to deal with it as if it is homework. Do it as if you are studying for something. What I mean by this is, the guy you are talking to right now, start taking notes on things when he's talking, please. Women needs to, when people say this about women, they need to listen. This is why it's so important for you to listen, because when people are talking, they're giving you an idea of who they are, how they deal with situations, how they deal with problems. When you're talking to him, the best thing a woman can do is just talk to a man and talk. Just talk to him and he'll reveal yourself to he'll reveal himself to you. So you'll be asking him simple questions like, well, what type of, are you, would you say you are somebody that, you're like, just out there, like, do you pay attention to your woman? Now, when you say that to him, he'll be thinking to himself, okay, this one is she just wants attention. She wants me just to shower her with, just attention. No, you are asking that because if he now says, no, I don't, I'm always out there, tick, as in out there, as in, I'm always working and, working hard. That's a tick for you because you know that this guy is a hardworking guy. Automatically, that would mean he's getting money. So don't ask questions like, do you work? It's obvious to him, oh, okay, she just wants to know about my money. You ask him, are you someone that pays attention to your woman a lot? You're like, yes, but not too much because I like to work. That is what you want to get from that. But there was, does he work? We have to ask it in a different way because they'll start calling you gold digger, this and that. You don't want that. You don't want a man that you are looking for really wants to be with you, thinking you're a gold digger. So you just ask it in a different way. That is what I would advise you to do going forward is take this relationship thing as a homework. Take it seriously. Take it as it's your second job. Because women don't do that. Just think that I'll find a man, my zodiac sign will make sure that I'll find a Gemini and we are Taurus and we can be together. That is rubbish. Rubbish. You have to take it as homework. Okay, let me note these things down for this guy that I like. What is this he's doing there? Do it there. And don't, whether you like it or not, you cannot start to become sexual with these people because it's a game. Men want women because they want to become sexual with them. Women should be thinking the opposite of this, where we're not saying don't be at all, but what we are saying is you cannot just be there just giving it, willy-nilly like that. Yes, when the time comes, do it, but you cannot. It is again, it's a game. It's a game of tug and pull. You pull, he pulls, you pull, you can't give it away like that. So you have to slowly get into it and making sure you know him. How do you do this? Just talk. You test him, just test him here. Oh, let me text him. Let me ask this. He'll realize, oh, wow, she's really interested in me. Not knowing that you're just gathering information. You are just doing your homework. So you text him. Okay, yeah, okay. What was that, darling? I can't hear you.
I said show interest.
Show interest. You have to show interest because that will make him know that, okay, she's interested herself, because men, whether women know it or not, men don't get that much interest from women like that. We're not there just getting texts all over the place. We're not like women. Women get DMs, texts. Many men are entertaining them because men they just go for women. Us men, even if you're a handsome guy, you're not getting that much attention like that. So when you are doing that for him, he would automatically like the fact that, oh, wow, I like this girl. She's different. She's asking questions, but you're asking them in a very, strategic way because you want to get the answer out of it. So do it like it's homework for you. Dating from now on, like it is homework, okay?
Absolutely. Well, I thank you so much for this talk. I took it in. I really hope if I'm able to see this again, like I'm listening to you. I'm going things different.
Perfect. Lovely. It's been so wonderful having you, Brianna. So next time, hopefully, if we do catch up sometime, you can now tell us the situation, maybe, in the, I don't know, whenever these people want to bring you on again. But, it was a pleasure. Okay.
It was a huge pleasure. Thank you.
Anything you want to promote before you leave? You want to promote yourself?
No, I just want to say that was younger than 25, just smile, be confident. We only live one life. Just for what you have. My Instagram is at BRE2 and then the word times. And that's it. Just have a blessed day. Blessed 2023.
Fantastic. Thank you, Brianna. Have a lovely day. Thank you. For
Thank
everybody
you.
else, it's been fantastic. For everybody else, guys, please, as you know, over here in Debate for Love, you have to make sure that subscribe, comment, let us know what you talk about it, the talk with Brianna, lovely woman there. She was giving us our own perspective on things, and this is what we like, guys. We like to talk to people, we like to get the advice, and we like to advise women. Many shows and things like that, they're not really advising women like that. To be honest with you, they're not advising like that. So for us is, how can we advise them? How can we give them the right, things for them to be able to, take the right steps? in this life, because it's a struggle, for them. But anyway, guys, subscribe to us, like, comments, all them things there. Debate for Love. We are signing out on another one. Play the team. What's wrong with you? Yes, I finished now. I don't like the team. They be messing up everything. You guys be messing up every time. What is loading?
Debate for love, and despite everything, say you won't give up. Would you debate for love, and despite everything, say you won't give up. Don't give